first, in the Kaduna Abuja raid, there is nobody from anywhere other than on that track. We went to the villages, give us people from the village, and we hired them. We didn't even try to take from township or Abuja. If you're not from that village, you're not hired. So all the villages on that track were covered as security, right? The rest were advertised through internet, and we chose from Nigerians. I don't know what you mean by local content. Nigerians are local; they're not international. It was there by law. The only thing that happened is that, and they say they will take me to court now. In fact, they even accused me of corruption. When I came, these people were lords. They are collecting the money that the government law says government should collect, and give them a percentage. They are collecting, and nobody's seeing even the government percentage. They're not supposed to collect in the first place, and they have fought all ministers. So when I came, I called them to meetings. I said, please, I don't like this fight. No need. Can we implement this law? They refused. They went to court. Tell them to pull out. You see, I tell people that, what is this story about Amaechi? It's the ability to confront realities now. You don't come and tell me, the only person who can tell me now that I need that is my wife. I'm packing out of the island, I will die. I need you around. But not a man, my fellow man tells me he will pull out of, let him pull out of the seaport. There are the other men that can do that business that he's doing. He's not the only person. Are you saying that we should not obey the law? It's a country of the rule of law. It's not a country of how powerful you are. So some men will benefit from the law, but will not want to obey the law. The law says you will pay X, Y, Z, right? And then government will split it with you, but you pay that money to the government. First, they argue that to tell you how much I don't even know what's going on there, I don't even know CROFFN or whatever it is, will be the agency that will collect this, and that there's a government agency. They say it's not a government agency. They went to court pronounced that it's a government agency. So what else do they want? So for the first time, they have a minister who said this must happen. We must start collecting. So they've started collecting. And how did I do it? I said nobody gets into the seaport unless you have which is the rule. It's not even because of them. The rule is that you don't get it. The seaport is not the place you go and sleep. Security is too much for anybody to go there and also go walking. Those days when you walk into the seaport and go to look at the ship, those days are gone. Because we don't know what insecurity you're going to pose to those infrastructures and the vessels that come to the seaport. So that's it. Enforce it. The fact that you're carrying an ID is not enough. So if CRFFN wants to operate in the seaport, and then this will want to belong to CRFFN according to the law, not only should they come with their listing, but before they give them that tag, they must have paid their performance operation. Is it operating whatever it's called, POF? Yeah. They must have paid. And when you pay, you're free to do your business. What will bother us is with his health, because he's left specific directives. He's left an acting president who is in charge. Government is running smoothly. So why should you worry? Once we are sure that he's alive, he's recuperating, that's cause for celebration. And knowing that one day he will soon be back. Is it the responsibility of federal government? Federal government is a policy-making organization when it comes to land transportation. And when I mean land, it doesn't include railway. Railway is the exclusive preserve of the federal government. But when it comes to road, it's the state. So what are we procuring buses for the people? However, we are going to look at next year's budget to see the possibility of, in a way of assisting Nigerians, to see what we can do to procure, including this modern, there's this thing I saw, which we are looking at, what looks like a Kenapep. Has no engine, no oil, so you don't put oil and all those things. It's just electricity. Just electricity. And I just saw it and I said, I'll be glad if we can buy it for Nigerians. And even has 4 wheels. Yeah, I've seen it. So we're looking at it, and there's one that's amphibious. So that one you can use in Lagos. You can use it to cross from Apapa to VI and all that to kind of convey passengers. We're looking at that, but it's not the responsibility of the federal government to buy buses. Essentially, federal government makes policies as far as road usage of road infrastructure is concerned, while the states implement and enforce the law. Shouldn't you first and foremost thank the president for what he's doing? Are you not proud to be a Nigerian now? Have you checked the what they call that? Those people that talk about corruption, Transparency International. Have you looked at the list now? Before we used to be either number 1 or number 2, number 1 or number 2. Have you seen the ministers? Is anybody chasing you out of the road anymore? Do you hear siren? Well, our minister is coming. We are low-profile ministers. Well, some ministers are living at Guarimpa, some are living at Otako, some are living at Apu. Don't you feel that now you can claim to belong to a country that is becoming more responsible to its citizens? We met. It was fait accompli. Apparently, we are going to go into recession. Now we are working towards coming out of that recession. A lot of the indices indicate that a lot of the factors of the economy are coming out of recession. The only major problem we have is the cost of food production. Are you not proud that we used to import rice, 3 million tons of rice into the country? Now we're importing less than 1 million tons of rice into the country. We are not producing. It started with getting rice cheaper from somewhere and paying the dollars and coming to sell here, right? To the point where, oh, no, let's produce home. It's an emergency measure. If you give it the next 10 years, the price of rice, what about chicken? You will say about the cost of chicken. Now, chicken has crashed, and I say that because I'm a chicken farmer. I have a poultry. And before President Buhari came in, I used to sell day-old chick for 290 naira. Now it's been sold for 50, so I'm making a loss. Why am I making a loss? Before we came in, there's what they call license for GPS. Only 2 of us had it. Now they have given it to everybody. So everybody has gone to the market and brought in GPS, and they are producing everywhere. And so those of us who used to benefit 290 are now 50. So for those of us who took a loan, we can't pay back. But what's important in it is, yes, I'm making a lot, but Nigerians now see cheap. Before we used to import 500,000 eggs per day from South Africa. Now the eggs are here in excess. Right? Are you not happy? Don't you see that responsibility? For the first time, what you used to see politicians do, diversification of economy. They carry microphone, diversification, but with that diversification, you will see women wear gele, men wear abada, diversification. It becomes a music, everybody, all of you will come and join us with dancing diversification. Here now, no music, nobody is dancing diversification. You will see the reality of that diversification. The first thing in diversification is to say, gentlemen, let us at least feed ourselves. Why must we be buying food? You import over $3 billion worth of fish. So why can't we grow fish in our country? Why can't we grow chicken? Why can't we produce rice? And that is happening. Aren't you proud to be a Nigerian? And won't you go and say, look, I'm a Nigerian? I remember when I met some ambassadors. The former minister for foreign affairs from River State, Ajimogobia. I met him one day, and he said he met about 3-4 ambassadors talking about River State government and the things we were doing, and said how they visited the primary schools, and they were wonderful, very wonderful. And he said he listened to them as they were talking. He said, I'm from that state, I'm from that state. It was very proud to say I'm from that state, because at least there was an achievement that he could lay claim to. In that same manner, aren't you proud to say, now we feed ourselves? Now, may not be on all items, but in some of the items. For the first time, you are exporting yam. And everybody is sending it back to say the standards are below. The reputation of the president creates markets for you. Before, from where? Nigeria, don't buy this. Maybe the standard is below. Now, this man, his reputation of saying, look, we must maintain standard, you must keep to the laws. When we were campaigning, they say he would jail everybody. How many people have been jailed? Because he insists that if you're corrupt, go through the process. He believes in the process. Before, when he greet minister, good morning, sir, take contract. Now, I can't give you contract now because that's what is called the process. Even if you're the enemy of the minister, you're qualified to compete for that contract. If you win, the minister is helpless. I thought some of you should be able to show how proud you are that you have a new government that brings reality to the doorsteps of both journalists, fake news, and correct news.